Oh, hello. I am back for more of my licensed game shenanigans, and the final entry, I guess, in what we'll call a series of videos looking at the games of Mighty Max. That's a toy line from the early 90s, and I've played the video game on SNES, on Genesis. I looked at the canceled Amiga version, what there is for that canceled version anyway. I looked at a previous LCD handheld from a company called Sistema, and now finally we're looking at the LCD handheld from a company called Tiger Electronics, which I think, in the US anyway, more people will be familiar with than that other LCD handheld maker. But yeah, this is the last game based on Mighty Max. It's a license that is dead. The toys stopped, the show stopped. They put the show on VHS while it was relevant and current, but it did not make it to DVD, did not make it to any other platform, certainly not streaming. So Mighty Max just kind of died in like 1995, and there's been nothing else for it. And this LCD handheld is the last game for it, so I'm going to be looking at it, because that's what I do. But yeah, let's have some visuals up. So this is the game. This is what it looked like in the packaging. You can see there that it's in a very common form factor for Tiger Electronics. One of many. Tiger Electronics, over the years, jumped between different form factors. I think this was meant to be like their premium form factor because it's bigger. It's bigger. It has these big rounded plastic bits on the sides, and I guess in case you drop it, it's more protection or something. But yeah, this is what the game looks like, and that's what it looks like right there. Look at that. Bada boom. Yes, I had to buy it so that I could record it because we're going to look at some gameplay footage. But yeah, there's some of the packaging and what it looks like when it's, I guess, new-ish. Here's a page from the manual that explains that Max is the mighty one, the cap bearer, the kid, ancient wise one, or ancient action hero who wears a baseball cap that lets him teleport or find portals to teleport through. But yeah, this page of the manual basically explains the premise of this game. And I really like that there's a manual because sometimes these games need a manual to explain what is happening. Like the other LCD handheld I played did not have a manual, and it's somewhat clear what's happening, but without these instructions, sometimes it's just like, what do you want me to do? What's going on? So this manual does explain, like, you're basically trying to collect a crystal, which gives you a power-up to call Norman, who's your guardian buddy there, the guy with the sword behind him there. Norman will appear when you call him, but only if you have picked up a crystal. So you pick up crystals so you can summon Norman, and then Virgil, the chicken, fowl actually, the little fowl guy there in the corner, he will show up just to be a damsel. Like you have to just step over to him and pick him up and rescue him, and that's it. So, and this kind of explains like some of that. There's a bunch of enemies around the middle of around the screen that you have to dodge and take out. So that's going to come up when we watch the gameplay shortly. What else is worth noting? There are 4 stages. It's interesting. I've played another game like this, Fox's Peter Pan and the Pirates, where it is a game that has distinct stages that you progress through toward a finale. So these are like linear story-based LCD handhelds. Frog throat. I've been recording for a while. And it is interesting. This approach is interesting because it's not a loop. Like a Game & Watch, a classic Game & Watch is a loop. These LCD handhelds are not like that. They're meant to end. So the idea is you're supposed to achieve the highest possible score in the time you have, and then also achieve the good ending, because there's a good ending and bad ending. Again, same as that Peter Pan game. And yeah, the ultimate ending here is that you have to confront Skullmaster, punch him, summon Norman 5 times to hit Skullmaster, and then that's how you defeat him. So yeah, the manual, there's more pages of the manual, but this kind of sets up what you're trying to do here. So there's that. Let's just hop into gameplay footage though and check it out. So yeah, there you can see. Yeah, so yes, my handheld was not a brand spanking new handheld. And I'm going to turn down the volume because it's a little loud. There it is. But yeah, so my handheld was not brand new. It's, you can see there it's scratched up, which is causing glare from the light. Oh well. But also, it was weird. You can see that the LCD sprites look pretty faded. And that's holding it at an angle. If you look at the unit straight on, they're not even visible. So to look at the game and see the sprites in the game, you have to tilt it a little bit toward you, from the bottom toward you, just to get this level of quality on the visuals. I don't know if it's this specific one that has the weird faded graphics or what, but that's what I had to deal with. But it works. I mean, you can see the gameplay. This is stage 1. You can see the timer bar there counting down to the end of the first stage. Again, different enemies. There's a zombie popping up. There's a dragon popping up on the left. Virgil's popping up on the right, and I have to rescue him. A big, nasty black scratch right on the top right there that I probably didn't have to call out, but now I did. The zombie turtle. And it's funny, though, this game's visuals are already much better than the video game itself, which is kind of sad. Like this LCD handheld is actually throwing in characters who appear in the TV show, and that video game did not do that. So, kind of a bummer. But anyway, yeah. So, stage 2. We're still on stage 2. I don't know. There's a crystal. So you pick up that crystal. That gives you a Norman power up, so you can summon him. I don't know where it tracks the Norman power up. I think it's in the top left corner. It's just the shadow. Yeah, that's where it tracks it up there. And the only penalty for the player character getting hit is that you lose the crystal. And most of the time, it's not a big deal. But until the finale, where you need Norman to take out Skullmaster, so those crystals are very important. And if you get hit, you lose it. So that's kind of where the tension builds in the final level. But I mean, you can see how simple it is, though. It's 2 positions. It's just left and right. You're on the left side or the right side, and you're just kind of going back and forth. Are we in stage 3 or... No, we're not in stage 4. I think this might be stage 3. Oh, I missed the number. Anyway, you can see how it works. Now we have lava beasts and crabs and zombie turtle and Virgil and dragon on the right, and then a dragon on the left, and then a zombie down below. And it just goes on like this. It just gets more and more packed on the screen, which I guess is impressive. There's a lot of stuff going on for the programming to handle. There's that zombie. There's a lava beast emerging. Oh no, it's just lava. Yeah, that's not the lava beast. That's just a volcano blasting lava over to Max. I haven't seen Skullmaster yet, so this might not be stage 4 yet. I'm waiting for... Yeah, this can't be stage 4. Skullmaster would have popped up already. And the timer's already roughly halfway down? Yeah, stage 3. But this is the basic loop. It's just kind of dodging everyone as best you can. Summoning Norman a whole lot in these first 3 stages, because he's the only one who can attack the monsters that pop up. So he's pretty important for that. And he clears the screen. So sometimes you want to wait for multiple enemies to be on the screen so you can summon Norman. He does a sword swipe and wipes everyone out. Oh, it's a 2-headed dragon on the left. And then I guess a regular dragon on the right. So this LCD handheld, unlike the last one, this is based definitely on the cartoon show. Like the last LCD handheld was based directly off one of the toys. This is just kind of generic or general, like stage 4. There we go. This is just a bunch of enemies from like the first episode of the show, basically, that he fights in the underworld where he meets Skullmaster. All right, but this means we're gonna see Skullmaster now pop up somewhere eventually. And I recorded several failed runs where I didn't get the good ending, but this is the one I think where I did get the good ending. So we should see what happens when you win this game. That timer's ticking down. Where is Skullmaster? And again, this is the tension of this final stage, is you're waiting for Skullmaster because you know you have to take him out. No, you have to hit him 5 times, actually. So you're waiting, and you're like, buddy, the clock's ticking here. What's going on? There he is. I don't even know if he attacks. Like, I really don't know if he just pops up or if he actually swipes at you or what. But he's popping up on the right. There he is again. Oh, that's neat. He's emerging from that fiery pit from the background graphic. That's cool. Man, I'm really curious to talk with some of these Tiger Electronics game designers about their process. Like, you know, like how do you design like this is your background and these are your foreground objects that are going to be animating, and how do you like put that together on paper, I guess. In fact, yeah, Tiger like LCD handheld development in general is a subject that is sorely lacking in like documentation and interviews. I don't want to volunteer myself yet because it would be a lot of work to track these people down, but it is something I think about because I think it would be just, cool to have that information. All right, well, we're coming up on the ending, I think. Was that 5? You see Max's head when he punched him there, like, ugh. So this is the way. So we win. We defeated Skullmaster. The portal's going to open up on top, and they can leave. And that's it. Score of 8740. I think that is also my highest score that I achieved in all my runs. So it makes sense. The one where I got the ending, the good ending, is also the highest score. We can look at the. There you go. That volume. We can look at the bad ending. So this is again stage 4. Timer's about to run out. I didn't defeat Skullmaster. And now the idea now is like you're surrounded by all the enemies at once because you failed. Actually, no, the dragon on the top right didn't show up. I think there's supposed to be a dragon. But there you go. That's it. That's Mighty Max. What is the game formally called? Let's look at the packaging. Oh no. Oh, here it is. It's just called Mighty Max. I'm looking at the sleeve that I removed from its plastic. But yeah, I think it's just called Mighty Max by Tiger Electronics, released in 1994. Again, IP owned by Bluebird, the toy company. But yeah, definitely based on the TV show. And again, one of the last things that happened for Mighty Max before that everything about it just ended. I haven't even looked up yet what happened to Bluebird, but I don't know if there's still a company that exists. So again, I think that's usually the hairy thing with these sorts of properties is like there's so many people involved in these productions that there's just no way to get the license worked out to re-release this stuff sometimes. So, but anyway, yeah, that's it for Mighty Max for me. I played all the games, talked about them a whole bunch. What's next? I don't know. Actually, I think I have an idea what's next, but I won't talk about it yet because who knows if I'll get to it anytime soon. But yeah, until the next thing and whatever else I choose to do or decide to do, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time.